we're going to take our bowl scraper, a handy gadget, and some flour. And we'll see. We might need some extra flour here, actually. And we're going to pour this out onto this. This actually looks moist. Okay. And we're going to knead this, and we might need to flour our hands a little bit, but we're going to start with this, with the bowl scraper, and we're going to knead this. So we're going to knead this about 12 times, 12 to 15 times, making it into a smoother dough, and also creating layers of fat and flour so that they're going to be extra light. Okay, so I'm bringing a little extra flour in lightly, and I think I'll just take this and put this in here like this. So that's 3, and then pretty soon 4, 5. So I'm creating strength in the dough. I'm developing what's called gluten in the flour. Gluten is a protein that happens when you add liquid to flour, the liquid containing water. So we're going to keep going like this. Okay, and a little more flour here. So this is, I'm adding a little bit more flour than I usually do, because this is turned out a little more moist, so you can do that. Okay, and so now I'm able to hold it with my hands here, so we'll get this going. Okay, and again, I'll put a little flour. Oops. Okay, I'm just wanting to get it to a dough that is not quite so sticky. And we're going this, we're almost done. So actually, I had set a particular number of kneads there, you know, which is folding and so on. And you have to, sometimes in baking, you have to kind of know what texture you're after, because numbers and times are not always going to be rigid. It depends on your ovens, it depends on the consistency, it depends on the weather, it depends on how hot it is in your kitchen, etc. So I'm just looking for a dough, without overdoing it, a dough that's somewhat easy to handle. But this is a moist dough, so it's never going to be completely dry. We're almost there. So some of this is based on experience, actually. So the more you do this, the more confident you're going to feel, and you'll be able to know when to stop. So I think we're going to stop here. And the next step is to weigh this dough, because what we're going to do is divide this up now into batches of 1 pound or so. So we're going to use our scale. Okay, and okay, we're going to zero this out. I'm going to put a little flour on here because we don't want the dough to stick to it. And then we're going to find out how much dough we have. And it's about 4 pounds. So that means I can make 4 1-pound portions. Put that back on there. Okay. So we're going to approximately, we'll cut this into approximate . And actually, it's a good practice actually to clean your knife and then flour it every time you make a cut. It makes it thick. It makes it much neater. Okay. We'll flour our scale a little bit so it doesn't. That's about 15 ounces, pretty close. We'll just add. All right. Ooh, 15 again. That's pretty good. That means these are a little bit big, so we'll take off a little. Good. Okay. Alrighty. Good. Perfect.